Hey, what's up guys? Power Stroke Maintenance here, and today I'm going to be talking about the number one maintenance item, most important that you should do on your Power Stroke 6.7, in my humble opinion. So you guys are probably wondering where I am. This is my brother in my shop. He is a mechanic that works on a lot of vintage cars and recently started his own business, and so we decided to split a shop so I could do YouTube stuff and work on my truck, and he can do YouTube stuff and work on his race car. He is a diesel Rabbit. Also do some customer projects here and there. So we're running a one-bay garage. Can't fit the truck in here yet, but we're hoping to grow from here. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Just so I quit screwing around, the number one maintenance item in my opinion is the fuel filters on your Power Stroke 6.7. Now, I actually recently made a reel where I talked about how I think the most important thing to keep your truck running well is to do a fuel additive. And there was actually a gentleman that commented on that reel and was like, I respectfully disagree. I don't run fuel additives, but I do my fuel filters every 15K on the dot. Now, I don't believe he was running emissions equipment on his truck, but I think he brings up a really good point that you could be still running additives in your diesel, and if you never change the filters, eventually your truck will still probably fail. So I think before you even decide to do additives and things like that, you should get in the habit of regularly changing your fuel filters, both the upper and the lower that are in your truck. I will show you guys where those are. I know when I first bought my truck, I didn't realize there was two fuel filters. So for the rest of this video, I will be showing you where those are, but make sure you're changing them at regular intervals. I know some people do it every second oil change, so every 10,000 miles. I do mine every 15,000 miles. I think the most important thing is that you make sure you do it regularly, because it's not just your CP4. It's your CP4 that needs clean fuel. It's your injectors that need clean fuel. It's the EGR and the DPF that need clean fuel, because the cleaner and the better quality of the fuel that you put in, whether or not you're running an additive, the cleaner and the better the engine will burn. And so by making less soot, you are then protecting your DPF and your EGR from being plugged, which is a huge issue with these trucks. As far as it goes, if you want to keep your truck running clean, just be sure that you're changing your fuel filters regularly. So I'm gonna head out to the truck now and I will show you guys where the filters are.
I'm gonna go show everyone the fuel filters. These. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so the first and easiest fuel filter to find, you just pop your hood, and I will be doing a how-to video on this probably in the next 2 weeks. But your upper fuel filter is right there. So that is your upper fuel filter. You can see it has these 3 clamps. I know H&S Motorsports makes a spin-on filter kit that you can get, which I will be doing probably soon to replace this mess, because it's terrible to take on and off, but you should try to change it, and I'll be covering that in a video that I post in the next few weeks. All right, so if you walk over here to the driver's side, I apologize for the camera shake because I'm going to be crawling around on the ground. Go under here, and you'll see your other fuel filter, which is in this box right here. I think I need to retape some of this or tear this off. So in this box, there are, I believe, 5 of these 10 mil screws, and they are stuck in this cowling, but you can pop those off and then the filter comes down. There's a lot of people that have videos on it. I'll be making one of my own just to show you how I do it. And I suppose this could be said along with the fuel filter, regular change intervals, is you should always try to drain your fuel water separator once a month, just for a little bit, and make sure your fuel is of good quality and it doesn't have a bunch of water in it. I put in one of the SPE drain plugs. I think the yellow ones are fine if you do it regularly. It was when I was new, and honestly I was kind of a noob, and I just wanted some nice SPE bling before I knew more about them as a company, so I put this on here and it's been fine. But this is where your other filter is, and it's right under the driver's side of the truck. You can crawl under. It's the front of your fuel tank, and you will need to change this with the other filter. When you change it, you usually want to do this one first, this bottom one, and then the top one, and then always make sure you prime the key before you start your truck. All right. Crawling around, all this nonsense. Again, this is what I believe to be the number one most important maintenance item, is regular fuel filter changes and draining your fuel water separator. But drop a comment below and let me know if you think there's something else. I think oil obviously is important in these trucks as well, especially with the ones with emissions on. But like, to me, it's like oil changes at this point should just be automatic. You should just do them. I don't even really think. It's the, you know, all vehicles have an oil change, but for these specific trucks with the high pressure fuel systems and the emissions equipment, keeping your fuel clean is super important. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate all you guys, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.